Hey guys, it's me Falcol, welcome back to another video today. And today's video is basically just going to be me reviewing the Immortal Dark Caster class. It's a duplicate class from the original Dark Caster, and it's basically made specifically for soloing, so I'll show you that mostly. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy it and hopefully it's useful to you. Right, so to actually get the class, what you'll do, you'll come to /join Dark Birthday. It is a Dage birthday exclusive class now. You can get it from the 2019 Dage collection chest. However, now you have to buy it for 2k AC, so you just go to the birthday items. And it'll be here with the Immortal, the Infinite, and the Timeless Dark Caster. I did buy the Infinite one, then realised no, that's the exact same as the Infinite Legion Dark Caster, because the Evolved Dark Caster is exactly the same as the other Dark Caster. It's very convoluted, but basically they're two of the same classes, so you don't need to buy this 2k AC one, you can just buy the 2k Legion token variant, which is the Legion Dark Caster, which should be somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be here. Shop, Merge Shop, Infinite Legion Dark Caster, it's the exact same one as this, there's no difference. But yeah, that's where you'll get it and how you'll get it, so that's about it. Right, we're in the museum and we'll talk about enhancements really quickly. So obviously unlock your ore enhancements and whatever. Going full wizard is probably the best for the Dark Caster classes. You could do mana vamp if you really want to, or health vamp, whatever. I would really suggest doing spiral carve. It'd really just help out the class in general. You get more damage off with soloing and your abilities and whatever else, and your auto attacks and whatever. But yeah, I think Spiral Carve is going to be the most useful one you can buy. Right, we'll go over the skills first of all, talk about what they do and how to use them and whatnot, and then we'll move on to the soloing. But yeah, let's start with this. First of all, it's your auto attack. Dark Pulse is slightly different from a regular auto attack, in a way where it does 100% of your spell damage, and also has a 20% chance to stun the target. Your second skill, this is going to be Soul Grasp. This is going to apply Soul Crush to the target, and it basically goes up to 3 times and works with your 5th skill. And then, as it says here, each stack reduces your target's damage up to 10%, which is very nice. Your third skill, that's going to be Shadow Bolt. This applies Soul Burn, stacks up to 5 times for this one. Each stack causes your target to take 8% more damage, so overall that's a 40% increase in damage which you're outputting as well, which is nice. Your fourth skill, Forbidden Rite. This is one you want to pre-stack before you fight something, especially. You don't necessarily need to. However, if you want to get the maximum damage output, it's probably best using this and keeping it up in the background. It does heal you for about maybe 200 to 300. It's not a huge heal. I think maybe it's more around 300 if I remember correctly. It applies Soul Conflate and Soul Barrier. This increases your outgoing damage by 6% per stack and reduces incoming damage by 10% per stack. So overall this is 40% decreased damage on yourself and an extra 24% damage going out, which is an extra 64% overall if you combine it with your third skill, which is nice. Finally, your 5th skill is going to be Legion Strike. This uses your 2nd and 3rd skill, like the stacks and the buffs you get on that. So as it says here, it's a high damage attack. It does about 5-6k if you do crit, which is nice. You need 3 stacks from your 2nd skill, so I would go for 3 stacks maximum on that, because you know it only goes up to 3. However, this will increase your haste by 20%, which is very nice with Spiral Carve as well. And as it says here, if any of your attacks are Soul Burn from your 3rd skill, you get an extra 30% damage resistance. And it gets rid of all the stacks you have gained from Soul Burn and Soul Crush, which is a shame, but obviously it's necessary to actually do it over and over and over again, just to stack your stuff up, use your 5th skill, stack your stuff up, use your 5th skill, and that's about it. I feel like these are very decent skills, especially for a soloing class. Right, we're in the layer right now. I'll show you what to do and how to actually use the class. So, like I said, pre-stacking your 4th skill if you want the maximum amount of damage. It stacks both things, Soul Barrier and Soul Conflate, so obviously you're getting the reduced damage as well, which is nice. And we'll just rest, just to make sure we get the extra 15 mana. Once these are stacked, you can start going ham on the boss really, pull him over if he decides to come over. And what you're going to do, you're going to do your 2 and your 3. 2, 3. Your 4th when you need health, 2, 3. And when you see that you got the 3 stacks from your first skill, you can instantly just press your 5th skill. There we go, a nice 8k crit. And then you get the increased haste as well, which is really nice. And overall, it's a pretty decent class. Obviously, it doesn't matter if you miss out on your second skill giving you the buff, and you do whatever. But overall, it's a pretty decent class. I do enjoy it quite a lot. It's pretty decent with soloing, as you can see. Sustain on low damage bosses like this is pretty good. As you see, we got a 3rd skill up, another one. There we go. Dodges, not a big deal. But yeah, pretty easy to solo on this class. We'll move on to a more difficult boss as well, one with more health, and I'll speed that fight up, not speak over it. But yeah, overall what you want to do, like I said, you want to go to you want to pre-stack your 4th until you get the maximum amount of stacks as a 4. Then you want to go 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3 times until you can use your 5th skill, and then use your 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 5th skill, and obviously keep your 4th skill running in the background as well, just to keep those buffs up, and also to make sure that you're getting the healing you need. But yeah, making sure that you get your 3 stacks from your 2nd skill, then using your 5th skill is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you miss your 5th skill, I wouldn't worry too much about that. But yeah, overall, very nice soloing class. So let's move on to a more difficult boss. Right, so we're in the Celestial Arena. Like I said, we're going to fight a more difficult boss, aka one with more health and whatnot. And it's just going to be Aranx, the guy who drops a burning blade of Asberoth, whatever the name may be, I always forget. And I'll just pre-stack my 4th and whatever else, and I'll start the fight and whatnot. But after I pre-stack my 4th, I'll speed up the fight, and I'll put the original time as well in the bottom left, as I usually do. I'll close this down so you can actually see the time. But yeah, I'll just speed up the fight and I'll let you enjoy from there. So let's go. Right, so as you can see, there's the fight over and done with. The sustain is more than enough. You're not going to have any problems with actually soloing a boss like Aranx. Possibly the more difficult bosses like Blood Titan and whatnot, just stuff which has more damage output. However, I think if you focus more on the damage reduction which you get from your 5th skill and your 3rd skill, I think it is, which gives you the damage reduction. Oh no, sorry. That'll be your 4th skill which gives you a damage reduction. And yeah, just keeping those 2 up and whatnot, probably going to be your best bet for the high damage bosses. However, I think the sustain, like I mentioned, is pretty good. And overall, soloing bosses pretty easy, not going to struggle too much. The damage output is also pretty decent. So yeah, let's move on. Right, there's not necessarily a need for me to actually show you the soloing or PvP capabilities. I won't show you the PvP because PvP is a pain to get into, first of all. And second of all, I'm not even going to win any because I'm terrible. And this class just isn't really built for PvP, so you won't be doing too much anyway. But farming capabilities, the skills are basically all long range, which is nice. They are single target, which is a thing. So obviously you're just going to be using your 5th skill and whatnot as well. Your auto attack is also long range, I think. Yeah, and also a long range auto attack. But just spamming your 2nd, your 1st, and your 3rd and your 5th skill, probably going to be the best bet if you want to do solo with this one. However, there is the Infinite Legion Darkcaster, which is a soloing class, and it's probably a better one at that by a landslide if you want to stick with Legion soloing classes which aren't Legion Revenant. Not soloing, farming classes which aren't Legion Revenant. even though Legion Revenant is also a very good soloing class. But yeah, as you can see, it's just pretty decent. It's not a problem here. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for the farming section. Right, that's going to be it for the video today, guys. I want to thank you a lot for joining me on this. I'll have another couple videos coming out very soon as well for the other Legion Darkcasters and Legion Doom Knight, and then also another review on all of them, choosing which one's the best. But yeah, overall, if you want to spend 2 KACs on this, go ahead. If you want to get the Legion chest for this, go ahead as well. It's not a bad soloing class. Obviously there are better, obviously there are worse. However, for the age it is, and I think it has had a revamp once, but I can't remember. I could be lying to you right now. However, it's pretty decent. I do like it. Overall, I'd give it a pretty decent rating. And yeah, I want to thank you once again for watching the video. My Twitter and Discord are in the description. So please subscribe and like the video if you do enjoy the content as well. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever time it may be for you, and bye.